Thanks for joining me. Today's practice is going to revolve into a pose of Pincha Mayurasana, forearm balance. So we're going to work our body, get ourselves loose, get our front body open, find more mobility in our shoulders, and work on connecting to our core so that we're able to hold that balance when we're upside down. Having a wall space, chair, blanket, block, cushion, all of the things are going to be very handy for this practice. We're going to go into a different few movements with the chair and with the wall, as well as connecting to our core. So the good news, we're going to start on our backs. Let's go ahead and lay down onto your back. Once you get there, pause. Take a couple moments, check in. Just notice how you're feeling. Take any shape you'd like here. And take a nice deep inhale. And sigh out the mouth. Allow yourself to come into the room, onto your mat, and into your body. Connecting with your surroundings. Just allowing yourself to become more present. If there's any distracting noises, people or pets, invite them to be part of your practice. Maybe you physically invite them to be part of your practice, or you just invite them mentally into your practice. Try not to let them be distractions. And then scan over the body, checking in, acknowledging how you're feeling, especially in the shoulders and the wrists. We're going to be using those areas today. And be mindful if there's anything that doesn't feel right, go ahead and pause. Take a few moments. Do what feels best for your body today. Then setting an intention for your practice. What is your purpose of choosing this flow today? And that can be your intention. Maybe you're just curious about what your body can do. Maybe your intention is just to be more present in your body. Whatever your intention is, hold it into your mind's eye. Let it take form. And placing one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, we're going to set that intention with a sigh of the mouth or an om, your choice. Wherever you are in your breathing cycle, exhale fully. Take a nice full inhale. Taking a few deep breaths here, noticing what it's like to be on the floor, the support of the floor. And then taking your block, maybe it's a cushion or a rolled up towel, place it between your thighs. Squeeze your thighs toward one another, lengthen your hands toward your feet, and keep squeezing the thighs. So integrating the core, notice how that engages the front of the legs, down into the low belly, maybe even up into the mid belly. And then from here, you're going to start to hover your feet just an inch or so. So maybe if you can feel, just hover, but keep squeezing. Flex the feet. More integration of the core. If it feels okay, maybe start to lift those shoulder blades up. So just really engaging, interacting with this core, getting that whole body sensation of using your body. And then exhale, feet down, head down. Take a moment there. Keep squeezing that block. So legs are really important. When they go upside down, they tend to get floppy. So by using this integration, and every time I say squeeze your thighs together, push up through your heels, you're going to hopefully click into this muscle memory we're building. Adding on a little bit, you can repeat the previous one if you need to, if your low back is bothering you or it hurts to take your legs straight. Take your hands underneath your hips. Take your legs up to the ceiling. Keep squeezing the block. Spread through the toes, push through the heels. Press that low back into the floor. Good, and then from here start to curl up the shoulders. Good, maybe hover the elbows. Squeezing the block. Good, take another inhale. And as you exhale, shoulders down, bend the knees, feet to floor, remove the hands. Good, keep squeezing that block. You're going to pretty much think there's an imprint of that block between your thighs before you're done. Adding on again. So again, you can stay with that one. We're going to do some leg lowers. So hands underneath the hips, giving your low back some support. Drop the low back down, take the legs up to the ceiling. Good, spread through the toes, press the low back down, and then slowly as you exhale, start to lower the legs halfway and hold. Good, if it feels okay to you, maybe lift your shoulders. Keep lengthening the chin toward the feet. If it feels okay, lower those feet so they hover off the ground. Keep squeezing the block. Good, take another inhale. Exhale. Inhale, takes those legs all the way back up. Exhale, head to floor, bend the knees, feet to floor, and release. And if you found that it was too much to keep your legs straight, hopefully you were able to adjust to your body and bend your knees, doing the same thing, but keeping in mind of your back to keep it nice and healthy. Good, adding in one more time, but we're gonna add the arms if you're okay with that, if your low back's okay with that. Take those legs up straight. If not, hands go under your hips again. Exhale, curl the spine up. Reach through those arms forward, maybe reach those arms straight up, and then start to lower those legs. Good, pause. Feel the engagement, shaking's good. Maybe take those legs lower. Maybe arms reach back. Bend the elbows, find your hands by your ears. Good, take another inhale. Exhale, lift the legs. Release the head. Bend the knees. Release it down. Remove the block. Good. Take a big inhale there. And exhale. Good. Hug those knees in. Give them a little squeeze. Maybe a little happy baby. And then your choice, either rock to one side to press yourself up or rock and roll on your spine, coming all the way up into hands and knees. So you're gonna roll yourself over. We're gonna get into our wrists a little bit. So ground down into those hands, rock yourself from side to side, forwards and backwards, maybe circles, both directions. And then pop fingers to the side. Same idea, just checking in where it's tight. Fingers back towards you. Put a little bend in those elbows. See if you can get a little deeper into those forearms. And then taking those fingers, turning them all the way toward the center. And again, rocking a little bit from side to side. And then the backs of the hands to the floor. You might need to shift back into your hips if that's too much for your wrists. And then as you inhale, curl your fingers in, make a fist. As you exhale, spread the fingers wide. Inhale, curls it in. Exhale, spread it wide. One more time, inhale, curl it in. And exhale, wide. Good, as you inhale, turn those hands over. Exhale, make the knees wider, find child's pose. Once you found child's pose, reach those hands out, drop the elbows, make fists, and roll your fists to the right, to the left, up and down, side to side. And then relax the head, reach through the arms, find a little stretch, reach through those fingertips. Exhale fully. Inhale, shift your weight forward. Exhale, bring those knees underneath the hips, walk those hands out nice and long. Maybe even a little bit wider, turning your thumbs forward so your elbow creases can lift. Draw the shoulder blades down the back, pull up through the low belly, and then start to drop the chest toward the floor. Puppy pose. Anahatasana. Press into the hands, pull up through the low belly, send those sit bones back. Maybe forehead touches. Maybe your chin touches. Maybe your chest touches. But wherever you are, just breathe. Feeling that stretch in the front of the body. Take another breath here. Exhale. Inhale, lifts the chest. Exhale, walks those hands back underneath the shoulders. And then drop your elbows. Elbows under the shoulders. Bring your palms together. So you're pressing your palms together, pressing your pinkies into the floor. And we're going to do a little different variation of Dolphin Pose. Walk your elbows slightly in front of your shoulders. Toes are tucked. Lift your hips, find dolphin. And pause here. Now with your shoulders forward, your elbows forward of your shoulders, maybe even walk your feet back and let your chest draw back toward your thighs. If your hamstrings prevent this from happening, bend your knees. Good, relax the head, give a little nod, yes. It's okay if it touches the ground. A little shake, no. Can you press so much of those elbows that your chest lifts away from the floor? And then slowly bring the knees down, hips to heels. Maybe arms come all the way back toward the feet. Rounding forward, take a breath. Good, coming back to your hands and knees. And then dropping those elbows down. From here, you're going to turn your palms up. And you're going to hover your hands and then draw your elbows away from one another. So if I were to show you from this angle, I'm here lifting and drawing those elbows away, my thumbs away from one another. My elbows are staying where they are. So you're turning on your serratus muscle, this muscle that runs along the side of your body, and that stabilizes your shoulder for this. Try not to let your belly drop. Pull up through that low belly. Keep breathing here. So we're going to build a little bit of strength. Good, couple more breaths. See if you can hover those hands. Your thumbs might not completely go out to the side. They might be more up to the center. It's all with your bone structure, but the intention is to draw those elbows down, thumbs away, engaging, hugging in of those elbows. And then palms down. Press it back. Child's pose. Reach through those fingers. Find a stretch in that muscle. Exhale fully. Inhale shifts you forward to plank. And then exhale to downward facing dog. Take a couple moments, explore your downward dog. Pressing, drawing in through the low belly. And then shift your weight forward to plank. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward dog. Good, inhale, plank. Exhale, low plank. Drop your knees if you need to. Press down, hug in, hug those elbows toward one another, and then dolphin. Inhale, low plank. Exhale, dolphin. Inhale, low plank. Exhale, dolphin. Knees down, and child's pose. So if you notice when you're in dolphin with your palms down and your elbows just keep creeping out, and out, have that intention to hug in. Maybe even this practice, turn those palms up so you really can hug in. It's okay if they splay out a little bit, but be mindful that you're using the action of pulling in, so drawing that arm bone in rather than letting it expand out. It's just going to be healthier for the shoulders. Come back to come back out of child's pose into downward facing dog. Nice big inhale. And exhale. Good, put a little bend into those knees. Inhale, walks those hands back toward your feet. Exhale, fold. Good, putting a nice deep bend into the knees, letting your head hang. Bringing those hands behind the back underneath the fingers. Lift and lengthen those arms toward the ceiling, and then maybe overhead. Take another inhale there. And exhale. Inhale, hands to low back. Exhale, release them to the floor. Straighten those legs any little bit. Nice big inhale, nice long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Good, pressing into those legs. Inhale, brings those arms all the way back up. And exhale, hands to heart. Good, make your way to the front of your mat. Have the wall there for yourself in case you want to do a couple handstand hops. So making your way, give yourself a little bit of space and ground down into those feet. Equal standing position. Remind yourself of your intention. Exhale fully. Bending the knees. Inhale, reach. Find Utkatasana, chair pose. Good. Take a nice deep inhale. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Exhale, start to lower, lower, lower all the way to the floor. Connect to that core. Find chair pose. Boat pose from chair pose. Good. Take another inhale there. As you exhale, cross the ankles. Roll it forward. Step it back, plank. Your choice, vinyasa or straight to downward dog. Nice full inhale there. And exhale. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, heel to bum, open it up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw knee to nose, step that foot forward. Back heel is going to stay up. Inhale, brings those arms up. Exhale, drop into the low belly. Good, taking that right hand down behind the head. Taking that left hand underneath. Maybe you bind, maybe you just press in. Draw in through the low belly. Lift up through the chest, power up that back leg. Another big inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reaches those arms up. As you exhale, hands behind the back, make fists, press those fists together behind your back. So pressing in, and then draw in through the low belly, pull those fists away from your low back. Good, take another inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reaches those arms up. Exhale, turn your palms toward the front, grip with your fingertips, lift up through the low belly. Take another inhale. As you exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale, straightens both legs. Find a little hamstring stretch in that front right leg. Exhale, hold. Either holding here in this hamstring stretch, or if you'd like to do a little handstand hop, slide that right foot back. Plant the hands, grip the mat with your hands. Lift the back leg, lean forward, lift, lift, lift. Maybe do a little kick. Find some hang time. Breathe, take another inhale. As you exhale, right foot down, left foot back. Low lunge, take an inhale. And then as you exhale, either downward dog or vinyasa, your choice, your practice. Finding downward dog, find some stillness. Breathe into it here. Find your breath again. Exhale fully. Second side. Inhale, left leg reaches. Exhale, heel to bum, open it up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, steps it forward. Back heel stays up. Inhale, takes those arms up. Coming into that high lunge. Draw in through the low belly. Lengthen through the side waist. And then left arm down behind. Right arm comes up underneath. Press the palms in, maybe bind. Keep lifting the chest. Pull in through the low belly. Power up the back leg. Good, take another inhale. And exhale. Inhale, unwinds those arms, reach them up. And then exhale, hands behind the back, either fists or maybe reverse prayer behind your back. Pressing in. Pressing with those hands, draw in through the low belly and see if you can bring those hands away from your low back. You might need to lower them. The intention is to strengthen the back body while opening the front body. Maybe lift the chin. Take another inhale. Exhale. Inhale, takes those arms up. Exhale, palms to the front. Imagine you're gripping your mat. Shoulder heads draw down. Low belly draws in. Big inhale here. As you exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale, straightens that front leg. Find a hamstring stretch on the front side, the front leg. Exhale here. Either stay here or plant those hands. Slide that left leg back. Little handstand hops. Pressing down, lift the top leg. Take an inhale. Exhale, kick. Finding some balance. Pull in through the low belly. Breathe. As you come down, left leg first. Right leg goes back. Inhale there. And then as you exhale, your choice, vinyasa or straight to downward dog. Finding some stillness in your downward dog. Nice full inhale. And exhale. Inhale, shifts your weight forward to plank. Exhale, knees down, bring those elbows to the ground. Good, pressing down into those elbows, turn those palms up again. Draw in through the low belly, draw those thumbs away. So finding that serratus stretch again, that strengthener. Breathing. Good, another full inhale there. Exhale. Good, press your palms together, press the pinkies down, press the elbows down, tuck the toes, dolphin pose. Good, pressing down into those elbows, pressing down into the pinkies. Draw your big toes toward one another and take your right leg to the ceiling. Good, and then right leg down. Take your left leg to the ceiling. Bring your left leg down, take another inhale. And then exhale, knees down, hips to heels, find some child's pose. Nice big inhale. And exhale. Good, roll yourself up. So we've explored with a little bit of balance with those handstands. We've warmed up our upper body, so time to work more into that forearm balance, that Pincha Mayurasana. I'm going to use the wall to begin, so if you need to pause the video, set yourself up near the wall. So you're going to turn yourself around. If you're finding that maybe it's bothering your forearm or your elbows, you can always roll down your mat one more time or use a little bit of a towel. Just be mindful the towel or the blanket might slide, so it's usually better to roll your mat over. So from here, you're going to come into a dolphin pose, right, essentially. And you can use the wall if you'd like, or you can continue to lift your leg like we just did before. But our hands are going to be a little bit different. So grounding down into those elbows. Good. Pressing down, palms are up. Your feet are right at the wall, heels at the wall, toes are tucked. And then lift those hips into that dolphin. Press down into those forearms. Good, keep drawing up through the low belly. Now you can stay here, or you can reach one leg to the ceiling. Good, press down, lift up. And then that leg comes down, take a breath, and lift the other leg. Draw into the belly, pressing down. Let the head be heavy, pressing so much that head lifts away from the floor. And then that leg comes down, take a breath, and child's pose. Turn those palms over, stretch it out. Nice full inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lifts the head. Exhale, shift the weight forward. So adding on. So you can continue that one if you feel comfortable there. Keep staying there. Adding on a little bit. Pressing down into those elbows. Palms face up again. So imagine you're squeezing in with those elbows. Tuck the toes, lift the hips. Good. Then from here, you're going to take your feet, press them into the wall halfway up. Right? So you don't want to be way up here. That's way harder. You want to press in, making yourself into an L shape. And if you're not sure if you're an L shape, pause, take a video of yourself, find out where L shape is. Good, press down, lift up. Use those legs, press back into the legs to lift up through the hips to press down into the floor. Good, take another breath. And then slowly bring those feet down. Good, knees down, child's pose. So this is going to be where it can be a little tough on the elbows, right? Because we have our palms up. If it gets to be too much with the palms up, go ahead and place the palms down, but just be mindful that your elbows aren't sliding out too far. Adding on again. So again, staying there. We're going to take 1 foot away from the wall. So coming back forward. And again, if maybe the turning the palms up isn't so good, maybe karate chop your hands in. Same idea, but then it's going to be less on that elbow joint. Or if you have a block, you can press the block together between your hands or even between your forearms, so keeping those elbows in toward one another. So you have that as an option as well. So I'll use the block this time. So I'm going to press in, pinkies press down, tuck the toes, and lift the hips. Good, breathing here. Bring myself halfway up the wall, find that L shape. Draw into the belly, pressing down, lifting my shoulders up toward the ceiling, and then one leg reaches. Good, spread. Push up through the heel, push into the wall, press down into the floor. Good, I got 3 directions going. Right leg to the wall, and then the left leg reaches. Good, maybe I look up underneath my arm so I can make sure that leg's reaching up. And then slowly foot to the wall, and feet down, and child's pose. So if anything, you're definitely building some upper body strength. You're working your deltoids, you're working your lats, you're working your rhomboids, you're definitely working that serratus muscle, right? So you're gonna feel those, you're gonna feel maybe even your chest, your pecs, depending on how much you're squeezing in, so using these pectoral muscles up front. Adding on again, right? So you have the wall, you can stay at the wall. I'm gonna turn away from the wall and try and find a little bit more balance by using the chair. So a lot of times when you first start and you're going to the wall and the whole idea of kicking up can be a little challenge. So some people are at the wall, they're happy, they have their block, they're going to use their block at the wall, they're squeezing in, and they get into this dolphin pose and they want to kick up and they're like, they can't get there because they're already kind of stuck here. So what you need to do first is to open up like we did at the wall by maybe elevating your feet. So I'm going to use my chair for that. Be mindful that your chair doesn't slide. Be careful of that. You can even use a couch. I've been using a couch for my handstands lately. So you're going to use this here. Same idea. Squeezing in. I'm going to turn my palms up. Tuck my toes, lift my hips. I'm going to pull this in so I can stack. My feet come to the edge of the chair, and I'm going to lift. Good, breathe here. Maybe you're at the wall still, totally fine. Maybe you're with me. Then maybe one leg lifts. Press down, look toward the floor. Maybe that second leg lifts. The wall's there in case you go too far. Good, so once you're at the wall, try not to collapse. Press down, lift up, try to find just one foot on the wall. And then slowly come down, one leg at a time. Find that L shape. And then bend the knees, foot to the floor, and child's pose. And sometimes that can be scary. Totally get it. That can be totally scary. Go slow with it. Maybe you just have your feet on the chair for a while. And then when you come back to this practice again, maybe you think of lifting one leg. Maybe you hover a toe, right? Let's try it again. Let's see where we go. So come back down. Set those arms up. Press down. Press in. Draw in through the low belly. Lift the hips. And then find the chair or find the wall. Lift those hips. Good, draw in through the low belly. Maybe lift the opposite leg. Good, maybe this is fine. Maybe you just hover that bottom toe. You just hover it. Use the strength of the legs. Maybe it starts to lift. Good, breathe. Take another inhale here. Exhale. Slowly lowering one leg at a time. Find that L shape. And then knees down, hips to heels, stretch it out, push into the wall, child's pose. And then over time, maybe if you've got one more in you, or I can just show you where you're gonna go, is without using a chair. So kicking up, using the wall, finding some balance and some space. Resist the urge to kick too high, so you might want to eventually start using maybe some blocks behind you so that your feet are up on those blocks. So again, pressing down, lift the hips, and then you place your feet on the blocks. Good, again, lifting, leg lifts, and then lifting up, maybe. Whew, let's try that again. Tiring, right? Press down, lift up. If you come up to the blocks, lift one leg, and then up, woo. Or kick up, press, lift, spread through the toes, woo. Quite the workout. And then slowly come down one leg at a time, and find that child's pose. Take a nice deep inhale, and sigh it out the mouth. One more time, inhale, and let it go. Go and roll yourself up. If you're near the wall, stay near the wall. We're going to start to cool down. You have an option for legs up the wall. So from here, go ahead and lay down onto your back. As you lay down onto your back, take those arms, reach them back up overhead. Bend those elbows behind your head and lean to the right, stretching out that left side. Bring those arms back to center, and then lean to the left. Coming back to center, reaching those arms up, and then take your right arm on top of your left, give yourself a big hug. Roll your elbows toward the right and to the left, a little movement here. Curl yourself up, round your spine. Lift the elbows to the ceiling, then up toward the top of the room. Take those arms out wide. Find cactus arms. Exhale. Inhale, arms up. This time, left arm over the right. Give yourself a hug again. Lean and roll to the right, to the left. Round the spine. Head down, lift the elbows. If it feels okay, find little eagle arms here. Maybe elbows down toward the belly. And then maybe lean those elbows to the left. Sorry, your hands to the left, elbows to the right. Come back to center. Open up those arms, find cactus. And this time, right arm over the left. Good, elbows toward the belly. And then hands toward the right, elbows to the left. Inhale, arms back up overhead. And as you exhale, hands to floor, ground through those feet. Inhale, lifts the hips. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, your choice if you want a full Urdhva Mayurasana, wheel pose. Exhale, lower. Going into that, inhale, lift. Either exhale, hold here in Satu Bandhasana, half or bridge pose, or going into full wheel. Having that openness in the chest, sometimes full wheel feels really good. But even staying here down on the ground, opening the chest, engaging those legs. 2 more breaths wherever you are. Exhale fully. Inhale slowly, mindfully come down. Pausing there. Checking in. See if you need another heart opener, or if you're happy here with just that one. If you'd like to go into a second round, please do. Otherwise, we're going to go into a twist. So your favorite form of a twist, shift your hips to the right. Draw your knees into the chest, your choice, 1 leg, 2 legs, maybe even eagle legs, and drop those knees over to the left. Breathing deep here. If you're still doing some heart openers, no rush. Do what feels best for you. Once you're in the twist, turning your head all the way to the right, stretching out the neck. Maybe even drop your chin toward your chest slightly. Let the arms be heavy. Inhale brings those knees back up to center. Exhale, unwinds the legs, bring the hips back to center. And then shift the hips to the left. And then draw the knees into the chest, taking the knees over to the right. Good, keep that opposite shoulder heavy. And then look all the way over to the left shoulder. If it feels okay, maybe tuck the chin in toward the chest a little, getting a little different stretch in the back of the head and neck. Another big inhale here. Exhale. Inhale brings those knees back up to center. Exhale brings the hips back to center. Pause there for a moment. And then draw the knees into the chest. Give yourself a happy baby. Checking in if there's any other posture that your body is craving before Shavasana. Allow yourself to take that. It is your practice and you are at home. And then from here, you're going to have options. You can take a normal, traditional Shavasana. You can put your legs over the chair or the couch. Just be mindful that the backs of your knees aren't pressing into something hard, that they are supported. Or you can take your legs up the wall. I usually like to have a little bit of a cushion under my hips to allow a little bit more comfort for my sacrum. So you can wiggle yourself close to the wall, take those legs up the wall, and pausing there. And if you need, you can always take a strap around your thighs just in case you're worried they might drop out too much. And placing your hands wherever's going to be comfortable. Get out any little wiggles wherever you are in this final resting position of Shavasana. Making yourself as comfortable as possible, maybe even covering the eyes. Just allowing yourself to come into the room, onto your mat, and into your body. Taking a moment to go back through this practice and celebrate the moments of success. And then take a big inhale and let them go. It's now in the past. And then taking a moment and checking in and noticing those areas of challenge. Maybe it's the tightness of your shoulders, maybe your hips, maybe you're building strength. Maybe you're overcoming fear. Whatever it is, take a deep inhale in, gather it in, and let it go. It's in the past. Having no attachment to what you did or didn't do today, where you felt you were strong or where you felt you were weak. Just acknowledge it was a practice. Acknowledge that you helped yourself get a little bit closer down the path of this yoga journey to where you want to go, toward that intention. Taking rest, Shavasana. Your next breaths come a little bit deeper. If this is feeling good, feel free to stay here and let this video play out. If you're ready to end this time together, go ahead and bring some movement into the fingers and toes on your next breath. And on your next breath, reach your arms back behind your head, point through the toes. And then on your next breath, go ahead and draw those knees into the chest, giving them a little squeeze. Maybe rocking a little bit from side to side. Any movements that feel best for you. Being mindful if you're at the wall, rolling over to your favorite side, pausing there for a moment, allowing yourself to use your arm as a pillow. Checking in, scanning over the body, checking in with the mind. Then when you're ready, mindfully pressing yourself up, coming all the way back up to seated. Finding a comfortable seat, allowing your eyes to close if they've opened along the way, and allow the hands to come to the heart center, allowing yourself to be in the room, on your mat, and in your body. Connecting one more time with that intention, and allowing the strength, the energy, and the courage of this practice to help you with that intention as you step off your mat into your day ahead. We'll seal this practice with one Om. Take a nice deep inhale. Om. bowing your head slightly. Taking a moment, thinking of one thing in your life that you truly are grateful for. And holding on to that image in your mind's eye as you raise your head with a smile. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for taking courage to increase your strength and find a little balance on your forearms. Drink lots of water, eat your veggies, wear some sunblock, and we'll see you next time. Namaste.